Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Collie TV, and in today's video we have Going Second Unchained. This deck absolutely claps. It can take on pretty much anything in the meta. It's one of the best rogue decks, I guess you could say, especially in this best of one format. Going second really helps catch your opponent off guard, and I'm here today to share it with you. So if this deck profile is helpful and you're getting some success with it, please consider subscribing to check out, more of my future videos. And if you want to see any of these decks be played live, please be sure to check me out on www.twitch.tv/CollieTV. I stream slightly irregular until I get more of a schedule going, but you can check me out there. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm on that as well. And if you really like this deck profile, let me know in the comments. If you want to see a bit more out of me, let me know. At the end, I'm going to have the replays against some meta decks. I think we got the Tri-Brigade and Phantom Knight. So it's really good to get into the process of how you determine what plays need to be made. So let's quickly go over the lineup. We played 2 Maxi because Maxi is phenomenal, but going second, it's not always necessary. It is nice to draw more cards, but it's not always what our intention will be. Sometimes it may not help us out as much. We have plenty of search. Ash Blossom at 2 because this card is amazing. Now, the crux for the next few cards is that all the Unchained cards, their gimmick is that they float. They get destroyed by card effect or battle, they will float into something else. So we play 3 of Aruha, 3 Raikea, only 2 Samira. I know people are going to get mad. Sarama, sorry. I know some people are going to get mad at this. I just don't like it at 3 going second. Just straight up, don't like it at 3 going second. I'd rather fit the room for the Pancratops, which is a one of. This card is awesome going second. We play 3 of the Black Kaiju. Why do we play him? He's a fiend, so we're able to recur him. Also, Aruha locks us out of anything but fiend, so he is still applicable to be played if we don't want to drop the Kaiju instantly. We play 1 Blue Dog. Awesome doggo, but we hate to see it. You only want 1, you never want to draw it. You see 1 in your hand, you cry. It's all right, I guess, for discard fodder, but we don't want to see it. So 1 Soul of Disaster. We have 2 Abominable Unchained Soul. I swear I want this card at 3 sometimes. I don't know where to fit it in, but I really want it at 3 at points. It's awesome. It helps, go into our links. It will pop a card on the field. It will bring itself back in the end phase. It's a very strong card, and it's a 3k body. We enjoy it. It's a very good card. Play 3 Abomination's Prison. Abomination's Prison is essentially a search for any of the Unchained cards, so it lets you search the back row cards as well. Very strong. Also, it has an effect the same as the traps. If it is destroyed, so you can set it face down and it's popped, it will, like the others, let you special summon a Unchained card from the deck. Very good. Now we're going into our going second cards. We play 3 Dark Ruler No More. What does this do? It's unresponse. You cannot respond to it. It will just turn off all the effects on the field of your opponent. Phenomenal. We play 3 Lightning Storm. Wipe the board. Front row, back row, whichever. Only condition is we can't have anything face up on our field, which is totally fine. 3 Evenly Match because this is similar to the Lightning Storm. We just go battle phase and then force them to wipe as much of the board as possible, -1 card. 3 Pot of Prosperity to dig, so we have as much chance as we can. We always go 6 if we're looking for a Lightning Storm. Go 6 if you really want the Dark Ruler and think you need it as well, but this is our sort of key 9, the Lightning Storm, Prosperity, and Evenly Matched. We play 3 Escape of the Unchained and 3 Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. So this is our Monster Reborn with the same effect as if it's popped. We can bring it back, so it comes in handy. This is Escape of the Unchained, so this is going to pop one of our monsters, and he will float into a new monster, and we'll be able to target something on the opponent's side of the field and pop it. So very good. We enjoy it. For the extra deck, we play 1 Ding Gear Suit. It does not come up often, but you can get 2 of the level 8 bodies on board, and Ding is a phenomenal card. We play 2 Nightmare Phoenix. This is just discard fodder for the Pot of Prosperity, but one of them does come up here and there. We play 3 Blue Dog, 3 Red Dog, and 1 Black Dog. I really like these. I know some people drop the Red Dog, but once again, it's just for the Pot of Prosperity. So you can change the ratios of the extra deck, but our goal is we generally want to banish 6. We do play 1 Topologic Trisbania and 1 Topologic Zeroboros. These are just nice generic board wipes. We play our 1 Nightmare Unicorn because we can actually summon him off the Unchained Soul of Rage. So it's really nice to get that discard and then bounce a card back. You'll see that in one of the replays. One thing I didn't do is actually go over, I guess, just the dog's abilities, I guess. So this is on your opponent's main phase. It will be able to quick effect, link itself plus one of your opponent's special summon monsters off from the field. So, you know, we do that and then we get Nightmare Unicorn. We can discard 1 and spin another card. Very, very strong. Or if it's towards the end of the plays, we can go into Red Dog, and Red Dog on our turn will be able to suck up another face-up monster and go into a Link 4. For our Link 4s, the remainder, we have the Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, just negates. It doesn't actually come up often. Once again, you can replace this with anything. And then access code Talker. Some people run access code at 2 and don't have the Appaloosa. You could run Underworld of the Goddess. It's another option because all our cards float, so we can keep them on board. It's really subjective, so, you know, decide what you want. But generally, I think it's best to have at least, you know, 3 of the blue dog, 2 of the red dog, 1 of the black dog, and definitely need the Nightmare Unicorn. So we're going to check out some replays, and please be sure to, like I said, subscribe if you enjoy this deck, and let me know what you think of it in the comments. Peace. Alrighty, so we are going second. That's the aim of this deck, and we're actually going into Tri-Brigade Zoo. So we're very happy. We see the Pot of Prosperity. That's our key to dig for either a Lightning Storm or an evenly matched. Now, Tri-Brigade Zoo is going through its standard plays, and we're going to be looking out for having to deal with a Revolt into an Omen. I'm going to be showing you my thought process as I'm digging for the cards, because sometimes you don't always get the dig that you want, but that doesn't mean that the plays aren't there. So it's our turn. We know there's a Revolt. We know that he has 4 engrave. So we really are going to be looking for our nice top 6. And we don't see it. So we grab the Unchained, Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. So what our play is here, we're going to set our search, pop it with a Ruha, and then get another search. In response, he's going to activate the Revolt to bring out, you guessed it, Omen. So what we need to do from here is, our primary goal is to just break this board and not give him any more space. So the Omen comes out, and because we get the float off our search up, we choose the Unchained Soul. We're going to discard the trap so that we're able to pop a card. Now, the reason we do this is because we have Samira. Samira is going to be able to bring back a trap card. Why do we want the trap card back? Because our future plan is to aim for the blue dog. Blue dog will allow us to suck up special summon monsters. So we have Ash Blossom, the Nerval, not allow him to get a search. Shurag's going to banish, but that will not stop our Soul of Disaster. So Abominable Unchained. So he's still able to get the pop on the Nerval. Why did we go Nerval? Because we want to absorb these two. That's our main goal. So we get Sarama on the field, and we reset our trap card and pop the Aruha. Aruha searches our other level 8. We use his effect to absorb Omen, and we make our blue dog. We then link off blue dog and Sarama to make red dog. Red dog effects activate, and we will take their final monster on board, and we'll summon the Unchained Abomination. Unchained Abomination, his effect is when anything is destroyed, he can pop a card, and at the end phase, he can pop a card. So we're going to use his effect, leaving our opponent on 2 cards. In the draw phase, we activate our trap card so that we can get the Rage on board. This just will help, you know, eliminate the possibilities of him toggle switching and not doing it correctly, it's just the fastest route to play. So we left our toggle on at turn change. In draw phase, we activate our trap, get our rage on board. Now that he's on board, he goes to special summon the Whiptail and Exceed. This is going to allow our Unchained Soul of Rage trigger effect, and we're going to link his boy off with ours and go into a Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn's effect, we discard one, spin back the face down in case it's a revolt, and now we are in total control. So, top decking a Lightning Storm was not ideal here. Had we top decked any of the smaller twins, we would have won, but, you know, it just doesn't matter. At end phase, Unchained Abomination's going to be able to pop freely. It's our turn. And we just take the duel. On to the next replay. Alrighty, for this duel, we have chosen to go second. So we're actually teeing off against a Phantom Knight deck. So he hasn't opened 2 Stellar. He's set 2, has 1 face down. We opened the Lightning Storm, which is nice. So we take out the back row. We set the trap and activate a Ruha to special summon. This lets us get our soul on board. Soul's going to discard. We pop. We get Sarama on. And we punch for a lot of damage. Beautiful. Set the trap. Pop the face down search to let us get the special summon. We link off into the Unchained Soul of Rage. And we end our turn. So he only has 3 cards here, but it's Phantom Knight, so the game is never over easy. He's going to link off into the Cherubini. We're going to proc ourselves with the Unchained Soul of Rage. And because he doesn't have any other cards on board, we decide to go our Red Dog. So he gets the Banish off, and then he activates his PK effects in grave to recur these resources. This is why Phantom Knight is absolutely so deadly. So he's going into the rank 3, and we see Breaksword, so we know what's coming. The Ark Rebellion. He's going to be looking for OTK. Now we choose not to activate our effect here. We actually want the Monster Reborn, sorry. We don't want that. We want to summon from deck, and we put our other level 8 boy. We're not concerned about putting more bodies on the field because our goal is to minimize the level of attack that the Ark Rebellion is going to get to. So he will be able to negate the board, which will put the big dog down to 0. And Raikare is able to pop our Anguish, which means that he's not going to get an extra 2,400 points of damage. So we pop Red Dog. Red Dog's effect activates. We gain resource from the grave back. And Ark Rebellion negates all the current effects on field. So our big dog is down at 0. And we popped our Red Dog, gained the Unchained Soul in hand. Now what this allowed us to do was not to die. So as you can see, we're left with 2,300. Had we left Red Dog on the board, we certainly lose. So he attacks into our monster. We get the bounce. We make the mistake of trying to pop his Ark Rebellion, which cannot be destroyed by card effects. So we should have really got rid of his Phantom Knight card, but it was a minor misplay. Those things can be deadly, but it's okay. He sets his trap, brings them out. He links them all the way into a Rusty Bardiche to get his Fog Blade back, but the duel is already over from this point. So our monsters are still negated, which is a bit unfortunate. We get the Aruha. That's an awesome top deck, so we don't have to link away at all. We're able to pop him. Get the Red Dog back on board. It's a big enough body to attack. He has the Fog Blade. So then we just use our Unchained Soul. And then we finish it off with the Aruha.